it's Tina and I am back and I'm doing a quick introduction for this Get Ready With Me video featuring, yes, the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. This is the blues and purples. Yeah, I went ahead and grabbed this palette. I wasn't going to, but a lot of people were asking me to grab it, and then I saw swatches and I'm like, I really don't know. And then somebody I knew and trusted said, hey, yeah, I swatched them and it was really good, check it out. And then Beautylish debuted them and it was just like a lot of things came together and I bit the bullet and got it. We'll talk more about it, but it was a very difficult decision for me to get that palette because it is uber expensive, but I wanted to try it out and test it out, of course, before I do a review and all that. And I filmed this Get Ready With Me video using the palette so I can see how the eyeshadows blend and wear and apply and all that good stuff. So if you want to see this video, stay tuned and I will talk to you soon. Alright guys, how's everybody doing? So we have no time to waste because we are on the clock. So I'm going to start with my brows as usual, and I'm applying some primer around my brows just to prep them for the eyebrow products, and this is going to help our eyebrows stay in place all day without smudging or creasing or sliding all around. And do you love my little headdress hair? It's from IT Cosmetics. It's for their event that I attended and it looks quite funny, but it's holding my hair back without causing creasing. I'm just going to brush the primer through my brows to ensure that there's no excess product. And I'm giving this brow definer pencil from Anastasia Beverly Hills another chance. It is in the shade dark brown. And what I'm doing is I'm using the thin side to outline my brows because that is what I love to do, and that's why I like the Brow Wiz, is because it has a very fine point. So I'm trying to maneuver this pencil, which has a very broad tip, and using the thin side to try to do the same thing I would do with my Brow Wiz. It works decently, but it's just a little bit too cumbersome for me, so I'm just going to stick to the evil that I know by going in with my Urban Decay Brow Beater in the shade Neutral Brown. I'm going to work that product through my brows using the spoolie end of the pencil. Then I'm going in with the actual pencil, which is a fine point, and really defining the shape. And I love this pencil a lot more than that brow definer. So this and Brow Wiz are my go-to, but you might enjoy this pencil. I don't. Now I'm going in with my brow powder duo in the shade Ebony from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm using the lighter side on my Paula Eye Definer brush, which is just a flat top brush. And I'm working that product through my brows just to fill in the sparse areas and really fade it in so it looks a little bit more natural. And then I'm going back in with a clean spoolie and just working some more of that product through the brows so they're nice and faded and look a little bit more natural. Now I'm going in with my Smashbox 24-hour eyeshadow primer, and I'm just applying that all over my lids to prep my eyelids for eyeshadow, and this will help prevent my eyeshadows from creasing. I'm going in with my Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer from SEPHORA, and I am going in with the shade Cream Caramel, which is number 12, and then I'm using my Anastasia number 18 concealer brush just to really define the shape beneath my brows, and this is also going to act as a highlight under our brows. I'm using a lighter color and just blending that downwards with this brush. Then I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush and further buff out the edges of that concealer so it's not too harsh, and I remove some of the excess product and blend it across my lids to act as a little bit of an eyeshadow base as well. Now I'm going in with my actual eyeshadow base, which is the Lane Low Paint Pot from MAC, and I'm buffing that right on my lids using my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. This is just going to even out our lids and prep them for the eyeshadows. And I'm just blending that to make sure we have no harsh edges. Now I'm going in with a blend-in shade. This is from a discontinued palette, so any blend-in transition shade that you have that you're comfortable with. And I'm just blending that in my crease using a large fluffy brush. This is the Tom Ford number 12 eyeshadow brush. Just laying down a nice barrier for blending in the crease. Now I'm going to grab my Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. This is the purple and blue palette. And the first shade I'm going in with is number 28V, which is Electric Violet. It is kind of a matte electric violet shade like it says, right? And it has a little bit of shimmer in it, but the shimmer doesn't really show up. But it's a really bright purple shade, and it's really pigmented, so I have to be very careful with it. It really lays down a lot of color, so I'm just using a blend-in brush to buff this in the outer lid and outer V area, and they blend really nicely. So I'm very happy with this color so far. And purples are really notorious for being difficult, so that's a good purple. Now I'm going in with some Smashbox Primer Water on my Real Techniques Bold Metals 200 eyeshadow brush. That didn't work out, so I grabbed my Rite Aid Go-To brush, and I'm grabbing the shade 05M Calypso Blue from the palette, which is a duochrome red-based kind of purpley brown with aquamarine or turquoise shimmer. And I'm just applying that eyeshadow wet because it is a shimmery shade and I really wanted it to pick up the pigmentation. And then I'm going back over with the brush cleaned off. I cleaned off the excess, and then I'm going around the edges of the color just to blend it out, and they blend easily, as you can see. Now I'm going in with the shade 23P Smoky Plum on the outer V, and this is just going to deepen up the outer V area again with that blend-in brush. Then I'm going in with a clean blend-in brush, a smaller blend-in brush too, and that same color, and just popping it on the inner tear duct area. So I'm creating a sandwich smoky eye, some might say, and I'm going back in with the blend-in brush to make sure I blend out the edges of that color as well. Now I'm going into this deep dark purple, which is a matte shade. This is 24V Aubergine, and I'm just going to build up the intensity of that purple that I placed down before. That one was a shimmery one. This one is a matte, so I'm really intensifying and building up depth with this matte shade, and they apply beautifully. And all of these purple shades, again, purples are notorious for being difficult. These did not have an issue. I'm going to try something that everybody and their mother is trying. It's the Nivea Aftershave Balm that everybody has been using as a face primer. I've had this for months and I've used it before, didn't like it, but I said let me put it to the test again. Still, I don't see the hype. Anyway, I used it, so we're gonna, move past that. Now I'm applying my mascara. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, and I'm just applying that to my upper lashes, making sure that I coat all of them and cover any fallout that may have happened from the eyeshadows. And then I'm going in with the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, which I've been really enjoying, but I find that it is, I don't know, it's because it's a new tube, it's a little bit wet still, so it can get clumpy really easily, so I use it with a drier formula, and my Too Faced is on its last leg, so it's a little bit drier right now, so I coat this on after, and it gives me a nice curl, as you can see, to my lashes. Now I'm going in with the Laura Mercier Candlelight, I think it's Candlelight Foundation, and it's in the shade Pecan. I'm just going to buff that all over my skin using my the Phase 3 brush from Marc Jacobs. And I'm just going to apply that foundation, and like I said, the primer, yeah, it's okay, but I don't know if I want to use this as a primer because it does get tacky and my foundation doesn't blend as easily. This foundation blends easily because it's a dewy foundation, but like a mattifying foundation, which I typically use because I have oily skin, doesn't blend and move as well across this aftershave balm, so I rather not use it as a primer at all. Now I'm going back in with the SEPHORA Gel Serum Concealer in the shade Cream Caramel, and I'm applying that right on my under eye area just to brighten it up and cover some of that darkness, and I'm buffing that out using my Stila number 33 foundation brush. It's the dual-ended brush, and I'm using the foundation side just to blend that concealer out. And ta-da! We're all done. I did my hair and changed my outfit, and then I buffed out that concealer a little bit more with my foundation brush. Now I'm going in to set everything down. This is my Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Foundation, and I'm buffing that over my skin using my Tarte Powder Player Large Kabuki brush, and just pressing that into my skin because I don't want this foundation to be too dewy. I love a matte look. Now I'm pulling back and just blending out some more of that eyeshadow. Just blending out the edges where it might be a little bit too harsh. Now I'm going into my Lorac Unzipped Gold palette, and I'm going in with my favorite highlight shade from this palette just because there is no true highlight shade in the Natasha Denona palettes. and I'll talk about that further, but I'm just using that highlight that I left from that palette. Then I'm going in with the shade 60M Golden Rose, and I'm going to pop that on the very inner tear duct using a very small pencil brush, and that's just going to add a highlight and brighten up that area. Now I'm going in with the shade 23P Smoky Plum again on my Smith Cosmetics number 220 brush, and applying that eyeshadow on my lower lash line area just to add some color and smoke out that lower lash line. Again, this color applies really well, but a lot of it got into my eyes because they have a looser formula, so they kick up powder a little bit more, so you have to be careful. It really got into my eye, but what are we going to do, right? Now I'm going in with my lower lash mascara. This is the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara, which is my perfect mascara. I love it for the lower lashes, and I recommend you guys trying it out. And then I'm gonna apply some black eyeliner to my lower my lower waterline. What is wrong with me today? This is the shade Perversion from the Urban Decay 24/7 liner collection. Now I'm going in with a little bit of my NARS pressed powder in the shade Heat and my Tarte contour brush, and I'm just applying some of that to my hairline, my temples, and my jawline area just to add some dimension. And for my blush, I'm using the shade Guava from the Laura Geller Vivid Swirl Blush Collection. This is one of my favorite blushes, and I'm just popping that on my cheeks using my Zoeva blush brush and just blending that in so it's not too harsh. And then for my highlight, I'm going in with the That Glow palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just popping some of that golden highlight on my cheeks using my Hakuhodo J5523 highlight brush. I think it's the 5523 brush, and just popping that on my the high points of my cheeks and blending that out. And for my lips, I'm going in with the Urban Decay lipstick. This is the shade Strip. It's just a pinky nude shade, and I love this shade. It's a really great nude lipstick, and it's really creamy, and it's moisturizing. It's a really great lipstick. I really recommend checking these out from Urban Decay. And then I decided I needed some definition, so I'm going in with my Cork lip pencil from MAC just to outline the edges, add some definition and some depth. You know, sometimes these nude lip pencils can really wash you out, so you want to go ahead and redefine the edges of your lips just so it doesn't look like just complete death on your lips. And now I'm going in with something different. I'm trying something out. This is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix Setting Spray, and I'm going to spritz this all over my skin. This was sent to me, so I decided to try it out since I was going out for the night. And I'm just going to spritz that on my skin and allow it to dry. And that is the completed look. I really like how this look turned out, and the eyeshadows performed really well. I didn't have to pick up too much eyeshadow to get complete color payoff. They're really pigmented, so I really like the look, and the Mist and Fix was everything. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this Get Ready With Me video. I have to head out right now, so thank you guys so much for watching. I will leave a full list of the products used down below in the description box, as well as links to my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook page where you can follow me along. And on to my next video, which will be very soon. I'll talk to you. I did not speed that up. That was me talking very fast so I can get out of the house. So yeah, love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. And if you like this video, definitely hit thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.